everybody. Happy New Year. We've done a cooking stream so far this year, I believe, right? All right, everybody, come on in. Welcome in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We're going to be making some chicken, cilantro lime chicken over rice, but I'm going to do a cauliflower rice today. We're going to get started. Oh, thank you so much, Bria. I appreciate the compliment. I brought back so many dresses from Ghana, but I have to wear them with like turtleneck and long johns and all of that because y'all, it is so cold here. But yeah, we're gonna do some cooking, and I'm gonna be on Food Talk TV. You all know on Fridays I'm exclusive on TikTok, so if you want to hop on over there, you're more than welcome to. That's where I'm gonna be looking, and we're gonna make some chicken, some oven roasted chicken, hopefully something pretty tasty. Give you all another little something to have in your recipe collection. Thank you for the hand claps. But I just like to come on a little bit before we go live on TikTok. Hello to my TikTok and hello to my Instagram. Y'all can see me, but I can't see you. So if you want to, the channel is Food Talk TV, like TikTok. So I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes people come in with the comments and they're really upset, but I just want to let you all know what's going on. And then we'll see after the stream how we're doing on time. I may have a few minutes to come on over and answer some questions for you all. I got to make an airport run. Let me turn on my struggle AC and get my uniform on. Happy Friday, yay, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. All right. I've been saying it forever, but I finally took the time to wash this Food Talk TV apron and actually iron it because it's always so, I don't even know if janky is the right word, but it's always so struggle-tastic for me. Let me give you all the counter. Yeah, happy Friday. We'll see you all, those of you all in the finishing school, Bria, you included, we'll see you tomorrow. And Bria, confirm, I think you did get your workbook. I think there was one more person, but it didn't come through for me. So make sure you all have what you need. And we're gonna get started. My apron on, get myself together. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, there we go. Not too bad. Oh, okay, you got it when I was in Ghana. Okay, fantastic. Good. I want to make sure everybody has what they need. Ladies, you all know Lucy and I teach the finishing school for the modern woman. This is our last one for a while, if ever. We'll see. Maybe it's a hiatus, but we're going to take some time off after this and enjoy our golden years, all right? So yeah, come on in, everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or anything I can help you with. But we're going to try and do a quick meal prep and half skillet, half oven meal, right? Bria says, I've been very intentional about how I look this week and observing. Ooh, I can't wait to hear everybody's doing with their homework assignment. But yeah, ladies, that's the biggest thing. I think if we learn to slow down, myself included, you really pick up on a lot of things that usually as modern women we just blow past. But today's a cooking class. We got Jurgen in the house. Thank you so much for being here. All right, y'all, let's get started on Food Talk. Welcome to the infomercial. All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie on Food Talk TV. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are going to be making a cilantro lime chicken over rice, but I'm your substitute teacher. So we're going to do a cauliflower rice. This recipe comes from Delish, so we need to marinate this chicken. So I want to go ahead and get started. For this recipe, you're going to need a skillet, an oven, a cutting board, and a knife. All right, so come on in, everybody. If you are team savory, today is your day. If you like that, I don't know, that lime, that citrusy, savory flavor profile, today is for you. We have 0 likes. If you like food, maybe you can tap the screen and let us know that you like these type of recipes. All right, so let me show you all what we're making today. Life is like a lime. All right, it's just music. So we're gonna put oil and lime, and I think that's garlic, and cilantro, some salt, and cumin in a bowl. That's going to be our marinade. We're going to put the chicken thighs inside, and that's what needs to go in the fridge for 30 minutes. So I want to get started. All right, so once it's had some time to marinate, we're going to move those into an oiled pan, and we're going to sear that chicken skin. We're going to use skin-on chicken thighs and get them partially cooked, and they're going to go in the oven for about 10 more minutes to cook all the way. Then you serve it over rice with the drippings. They had me at drippings with some more lime and cilantro. So what do you all think about that recipe? Let's go ahead and get started. Let me wash my hands. I'm going to go ahead and prep everything. We got to chop some garlic. We got to chop some cilantro, and we got to get this chicken marinating. All right. So I'm loving these 2 ingredient meals, you know, basically some type of vegetable and some type of protein. If you can have other things, please have some for me. I placed a grocery order from Aldi. Hello, Kaz is here. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, so let's see what we have. We need to chop up some garlic. We also need, I got a lot of stuff in here. I just threw it all in. But when I saw this recipe, I was thinking like Chipotle. It's been a long time since I've been there. Let me go ahead and keep that playing. Okay, perfect. So we have some limes. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the limes, the garlic, and the cilantro prepped. All right, hello, Jan Wood. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you all are subscribed. Sorry, that's loud. Make sure you all are subscribed to Food Talk TV. Where's my cilantro? That's the star of the show. Hold up. Already messing up. I am not a professional chef. That will be very obvious shortly. Okay, make sure you all are subscribed to Food Talk TV, the home of the longest live cooking show on TikTok, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. So I have some cilantro, I have some garlic, and I have some limes. So we need to juice 2 limes into the marinade. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything in the bowl as we go, and we'll walk through it together. All right, so you all saw the video. So let's get a big bowl that the chicken is gonna go in. All right, so I just have this glass bowl here. Princess says, how's mama? She's doing well. If you all saw, I was in Ghana, visited my parents. They're actually coming back for a little bit. So I'm picking them up at the airport after this. Nana and Papa are coming back. They're gonna be going back and forth as they retire in Ghana, but mom and dad are doing well. Thank you. Make sure you all like this live stream. We are at 888 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,000. Okay, focus, Maggie. So we need olive oil. So you can use any olive oil. I ordered a couple of them, but I had one that was open. And if y'all are like me, we don't like to open stuff when we already have one. So I got this healthy olive oil. It says triglycerides. Let's just say it's good for you. Usually I use a MCT oil when I cook, but I'm not a huge fan of it because it has a low smoke point and I'm ashy. So let's rub some of that on. Okay, so what we're going to do in the bowl is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So let's see if I can get 2 tablespoons in here. Ooh, fancy. All right. So this is going to be the marinade for the chicken, and it's supposed to be in the fridge for 30 minutes. So I'm going to move kind of fast while we get that going so it can marinate. And I think it says 30 minutes up to 2 hours. All right, so 2 tablespoons of oil, and then we need the juice of 2 limes. So this should be fun. So I ordered a whole bag of limes, and then I got these. We're going to roll these on the counter. That's going to help those juices flowing. We're going to cut these in half, and I'm going to squeeze them directly into the bowl. Hello, Trini Cooks. Thank you so much for being here. We're at 1,800 likes. Thank you all so much. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making a cilantro lime chicken, and we're working on the marinade. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just rinsing off these limes, and we're going to cut them half, and we're going to juice them directly into the bowl. All right. So if you like a little zippy citrus flavor profile, today is for you. If you like for it to get you right here, then you're in good hands. Okay, let's see. Of course I don't have, oh goodness gracious. All right, we'll just use this one. I was trying to find the small one so I can keep everything in view. All right, let's turn off the air conditioning. We go from hot to cold over here. We're at 2,300 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to put a wet paper towel underneath the cutting board so it doesn't slide on the granite. Safety first, especially when you're cutting. And we want to juice 2 limes. All right, so let's get a knife. And we're going to cut these in half crossways. We just rub them on the counter a little bit to get those juices flowing. Now, I like to use my citrus 3 ways. You can zest it before you get in there and cut into it. Oh, it smells so good. That's a nice little garnish. It's also a great ingredient. Then you can juice it like we're going to do. All right, it's going to be so yummy. 2 tablespoons of olive oil and then the juice of 2 limes. And then once we juice it, I say don't toss it. You can take the juiced half and put it in a pitcher of tea or use it in water and just keep refilling and drinking on it. I'm not strong, but let's get half. So I wouldn't toss this. I would save it. All right. Still got some goodness in there. So that's 1/2. Now we're going to do 1. Smells so good. This is going to be the marinade for our chicken. We need a juice of 2 limes. So we've done 1 so far. Now this is 1.5. And in the bowl, we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You'll probably substitute any oil that you all like. We're at 2,400 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get to 2,500. You can also share this recipe. I think this would be a good one if you have leftover rice, because this is served over rice. Anybody who likes a quick weeknight dinner, this would be great for you. Thank you, Trini, for the hearts. Come on in, everybody. We made it to 2,500. Thank you. All right, 2 tablespoons. It's hard. 2 tablespoons of oil and the juice of 2 limes. All right, now we need cilantro. We need a 1/4 cup of freshly chopped cilantro. So I have to do that. I'm going to move our juice and our oil behind me so I don't knock it over. Y'all know I'll mess it up. So we have some cilantro here. I'm going to eyeball it and just kind of grab this much, and I'm going to rinse it. I love cilantro. Either you love it or you don't. It smells so fresh and earthy to me, but some people do not care for it. If you're team cilantro, put the herb emoji in the chat. If you're not a fan of cilantro, you can put the emoji in the chat. We're at 2,600 likes. Let's see if we can get to 3,000. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making a marinade for a cilantro lime chicken. Now, the recipe calls for freshly chopped cilantro. And you know what I've learned with herbs, I'm not a professional. Do not listen to me. I'm just a mom on the internet. But when you cut into these things fresh, it releases those oils and those good juices and berries, especially, if you're trying to cut back on calories and, heaviness, making sure that you season your food really well with bright seasonings that don't add any calories. It's great. Because once you cut it, you can have this stuff prepped, but once it's been exposed for a while, it's just not going to be as fresh. It's not the end of the world. I am not the food police, but fresh is best if you can get it. All right, so we need a 1/4 cup of this cilantro. Trying to prepare. I got my little 1/4 cup measure here. You could probably eyeball it. Hello, Adelinda. Thank you all so much for being here. Cilantro lime chicken. Yes, I'll show you all the video again in a moment. We're making the marinade. So let's get our bowl. So far we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil and the juice of 2 limes. That's all we have so far. And then I want to measure. When I do a recipe for the first time, I always like to try and get it exact. After that, you can customize it as you wish. All right, so 1/4 cup of cilantro going in here. That is 1/4 cup. Right? Okay, good. So we have our oil, we have our lime juice, cilantro. Now we need 2 cloves of garlic. So we're going to get some fresh garlic and mince that. We still have our struggle bulb of garlic. So this is a bulb. These are cloves. Let me move this behind me so we don't get the paper in it. All right. Those cooking shows where everything is prepped and measured out in advance? This is not that. You all see everything from scratch. So we are going to open up this fresh garlic. Now I'm sure if you have garlic, that would work as well. But again, fresh is best if you can get it. I have some extra garlic here. I think we'll make some extra marinade. We're at 3,000 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. This recipe and all of my recipes and all of the Food Talk TV recipes are at foodtalktv.com. And today we are making a cilantro lime chicken. So we're going to be using chicken thighs, and they need to marinate in the fridge for 30 minutes. So I'm trying to get this marinade together. So we have our 2 smooth cloves of garlic. And we're just going to mince these up as best we can and get those into the marinade. If you all were with us last week and we did the butter garlic chicken, fresh garlic really is, get my thing out of there, fresh garlic really is a game changer. Make sure y'all can see. A little goes a long way. So I'm going to try and mince this up. And then this is going to go in the bowl. And then all we have left is some cumin and some pepper. I'm just reading the, I don't see the salt on here, but we'll look at the video one more time and see, make sure we don't miss anything. Because you all know sometimes I watch these reels and it's like, oh, I can do that. Then you're like, why didn't mine come out that way? Okay, so we're gonna add this minced garlic. Hello, Jack, come on here. Thank you so much, I appreciate the love. So we're going to add that to our marinade: olive oil, lime juice, cilantro, and we are going to add in 2 minced garlic to that, okay? So then now it says a pinch of red pepper flakes. If you like some heat, add more, but if you want to keep it mild, you can. We have the red pepper flakes from your local Pizza Hut. So I don't know, a pinch, that's probably more than a pinch, but you'll be all right. And then cumin, it says that we need a ½ teaspoon of cumin. All right, so let's get our ½ teaspoon measure. I don't exactly know what cumin is, but I know it has like an earthy kind of spice to it. We're making a cilantro lime chicken. This is the marinade. All right. It's very common in a lot of Latin cuisine. I don't know, maybe it's like tree bark, but it has like a nice like bottom to it. And I think that's really nice because we've got citrus, we've got cilantro, we got all these bright flavors, and then we need to whisk it up. All right, 2 tablespoons oil, lime juice, cilantro, garlic, cumin, red pepper. I bet you there's salt in here. Let me go ahead and mix it up. And I'm gonna taste it. My mom says taste as you go. There's nothing raw in here. And then I'll show you all the video, and then we're going to go ahead and put the chicken in and let that get acquainted. Yeah, I think it needs salt. Let's watch the video one more time. All right. Once I pull it back up, come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making this chicken. So we have olive oil, lime juice, cilantro, garlic, red pepper flake, and cumin. Mix that up. Put in the chicken thighs. Marinate for 30 minutes. Olive oil. We're going to salt it after the marinade. Okay, salt and pepper after the marinade. So we're going to put it on the skillet to brown it. Then we're going to put it in the oven for 10 minutes. And then we're going to serve this over rice. I'm going to do a cauliflower rice with the drippings. You had me at drippings. All right, some extra lime and some extra cilantro. So that's what's for dinner. Okay, so here is our marinade. Let's go ahead and get our chicken prepped. So I'll stand back a little bit. So I ordered, these are chicken thighs. I think the recipe calls for 4 bone-in chicken thighs. So I'm just gonna open these in the sink and give them a wash, and then we're gonna get them in the marinade and put it in the fridge. Thank you all so much for being here. Jack says it looks beautiful. You make recipes with cheese dip. Yeah, this is giving, as they say, very Chipotle kind of vibes. Okay, good. Yeah, this is bone-in chicken thigh. So we're gonna put those in the colander. We're gonna give them a rinse. If you wanna save some calories, you could take the skin off. But like I said, first time we're gonna do it their way. All right, so we have 4 chicken thighs. So we'll just give those a rinse, and then we're gonna put them in here. Kelly says, can you come over for dinner? Absolutely. I'll cook for y'all. I love cooking for people. I love cooking for the family. I love cooking for the boys. I love cooking for Mr. President. Even when Marcus is home, y'all know I'm a Marine mom. When he's working out with his, I guess, fellow Marines, I'll cook and feed them. So you are more than welcome. If you're in Atlanta, I'll make you a plate. Okay, so I'm just going to, I know they use some tongs, but I'm just going to get in here with my hands and really get all that chicken marinated. And we're making pretty good time. So I'm just going to put that in. And I'm going to put this in the fridge. Just make sure, especially the skin part is kind of covered. Okay. So we'll set a timer for 30 minutes. In the meantime, I think I'm going to make some more marinade because I have some other chicken thighs and some other stuff. So you can put this in the fridge. It says 30 minutes up to 2 hours. All right. All right. Alexa, set volume to 0. Okay. Whoosah. So now we have a little bit of a stopping point, but I think I want to do more meal prep. So I want to actually make more of this. So we're going to do the recipe, but I'm actually going to get another bowl and do, just go ahead and chop up the rest of the cilantro and garlic. I want to go ahead and use it all. Kelly's in Louisiana. Oh, your nephew's a Marine. Megan, congratulations. We're at 4,800 likes. Thank you, everybody. Come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Right now, we are marinating our cilantro lime chicken. This is supposed to be served over rice, so we are going to actually make some cauliflower rice. I'm your substitute teacher because I like to cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. And just to be really safe, I'm just going to get a new cutting board. All right. All right. So I want to prep the rest of the garlic and the rest of the cilantro so that it'll be ready to go. Since we've got some time to get acquainted. So let's go ahead and chop up the garlic and chop up the cilantro. So we have it ready for whatever other recipes we want to make. Oh, we're at 5,300 likes. So again, this is a teen savory recipe. These little garlic pieces are small. So let's go with that. And we'll just have some extra. I have a whole bag of limes, so I think we can do a second one. You could do, if you don't like chicken thighs, you could probably do this with chicken breast. You might even be able to do it with chicken drumstick, but chicken thighs are nice because, you know, they're nice and juicy. Thank you, Katie, for the support. And I like the way that they lie flat, so you get that nice surface area, especially for the browning. I like dark meat anyway, so it's nice. So if you're just coming in, we will just repeat and go ahead and do some more garlic and make another bowl of marinade. So maybe, you know, I'm one of those, it's like, I don't really turn the oven on much. Y'all know I use the air fryer a lot, but I'm one of those, if I got to empty the oven, because y'all know I use it for storage, if I got to empty the oven, we're cooking everything. We're going to do big batches and go ahead and prep it down. Okay, so same thing as before. We need 2 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to use olive oil. Yes, so we're just going to make another batch of marinade and just have it sitting off to the side. See if we can get enough in here. No, I need to open up. Oh, almost. Okay. Fantastic. Come on in, everybody. Make sure you tap that screen. We're at 5,800 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Sorry. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and you are watching Food Talk TV. Oh, I'm also going to leave a little bit of cilantro, and we're going to slice the limes. Let me show you all the finished product, what this is supposed to look like. And anytime I make a recipe, I always try to make it look like the finished product. Okay, so this is from Delish. So I'm going to slice down some limes and have them into moon shape, and then we're going to leave some of the cilantro leaves as a garnish. I know you're supposed to plate it, but I think this looks wonderful. You could take it out of the oven and put it right on the table just like this. All right, so we're going to try and recreate that. That's the finished product. Let's see how close we get. And that's another little hack as well. Whatever ingredients go in your food, save some for a garnish. People like to know what's in their food, all right? So we're gonna save some leaves. Okay, those have already been chopped up. And then we'll cut up some lime. So we'll use this one, excuse me, for the garnish. Come on in, everybody. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love. He said I matched the kitchen. It's my happy place. All right, so these limes are a little bit firmer. It says Persian limes. I guess you can get limes anywhere, but we just want to be able to juice 2 limes. Just doing a little bit of a squeeze test. We're just killing time because we're marinating. Once we get close to the end of the marination, is that a word? I don't know. It is now. Then we'll go ahead and preheat the oven and clean off this area and get our skillet ready. So I'm just rolling these limes on the counter to kind of get the juices flowing. And we're going to do this meal in a cast iron skillet because you need something that can go on the stovetop as well as inside the oven. Yes, and Kaz says this recipe is on the Fttv. See, that's what I get for being fancy. All right, let's wash these and cut them in half. All right. So, you know, when you're batch cooking, I mean, if you're cooking for 1 or 2, you can always scale a recipe down. Likewise, if you're cooking for the family or if you're going to be doing meal prepping like I'm trying to do, you can always double up a recipe or even triple it up. That way, you know, sometimes we like to cook every day, but sometimes you're busy, you're working, you may have a commute, you may want to stay on track. That way you can cook once or twice a week and everything is ready for you. Thank you, Mama Tees, for the hearts. We're at 6,500 likes. You can tap the screen if you like what we've made so far, which is nothing. All right, we're going to juice these limes. And I think this marinade would be really good on a lot of other things like shrimp, cilantro lime shrimp. Would you do cilantro lime on a steak? I'm thinking of like fajitas. Usually you have a little bit of lime after to garnish, but would you cook steak with lime? I don't know, but you could do your chicken, you could do your shrimp. Ooh, you could do maybe a nice white fish, a cilantro lime fish. I don't know. Mama T says, yeah, you can do lime on a steak. Okay. I don't know if I've ever done that. Citrus seems to go really well with like fish and white meat, but customize it and make it your own. If you don't eat, you know, chicken, maybe do shrimp. If you don't do shellfish, maybe do steak. Katie says cast iron is going to give us the best sear. That is the goal. So I got my cast iron out. We're just going to make another marinade. And I'll just set this one aside. Ouch. Whew. And again, I wouldn't toss these. You can put the whole thing. I just put it in like a pitcher of tea and then just keep drinking off of it, you know, the whole day. That way you get all that flavor out. Ingredients are expensive and we don't want to waste them. So for this marinade, 2 tablespoons of olive oil and the juice of 2 limes. So that's what we've gotten. All right, fantastic. All right, so we need to do garlic and we need to do cilantro. So I'm going to pick off a little bit of cilantro that we want to save for the presentation. So we want to have a few leaves kind of off to the side. All right, so exciting. All right, so we'll keep these Butterfingers today. My hands are wet. All right. So we have a little bit of cilantro that we're going to keep unchopped, and we're going to chop up the rest. All right. And then garlic, we can just mince that up. And I'm going to do extra garlic. I think I'm going to do 4 cloves of garlic. If you've just come in, welcome. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. It's another magical meal prep. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making a cilantro lime chicken over rice. This is another 2-ingredient meal. Of course, you could add extra veggies or extra everything. That's what the boys said. Hello, cat dog. I remember when the boys were little. They're 16 and 18 now. You know, I'd ask them, do you want anything extra? We want extra everything, Mommy. Oh, goodness. My, how they grow. Come on in, everybody. Happy New Year. If I haven't seen you so far, we're at 7,400 likes. Thank you all so much. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Food Talk TV has live cooking content every day of the week, multiple times a day, with people who really know what they're doing. I'm just winging it with y'all. Have I ever made this recipe before? No. Why would I do that? Has that ever stopped us? No. We come in here together. I just scroll on the same internet that you all do. And when I see something that, oh, you marinate your fajitas that way. When I see something that looks good and relatively easy, and I have some of the ingredients already, I'm like, sold. All right, let's go ahead and mince up the garlic. The recipe for the marinade calls for 2 cloves of garlic, but I'm going to go ahead and do 4. We're going to do extra everything. Plus, these were kind of small garlic cloves, right? Give you that nice little punch. And we're just going to mince this. So yeah, you could do your shrimp, cilantro lime shrimp. Obviously, we're doing a cilantro lime chicken. Apparently, you could do cilantro lime steak. Thank you all so much. We're at 8,800 likes. Thank you. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. This is Food Talk TV. Every day, multiple times a day, there's real cooking content. If you are a grill master, if you like healthy options, if you like sweet treats, there's something for everybody. All right. 20 more minutes on the marinade. We'll go about 10 more minutes and then we'll start getting our surface ready and preheating the oven. Okay, I think our garlic is pretty minced. So we're going to add that in with the lime juice and the oil. Yeah, I'll just do this. We'll just get it up the old-fashioned way. All right, so olive oil, lime juice, and garlic. And then last, I'm going to do the cilantro. So let me take the rubber band off. Thank you all so much for being here. We're at 9,800 likes. Wow, you guys are liking this recipe. Come on in. Maybe we can get to 10,000. If you like this recipe, tap the screen. You can also share it with anybody that has like, maybe you're spending a lot of money at Chipotle. I don't know. But I've heard those burritos are like $14 now, y'all. That's just, look, eat out because you want to, not because you have to. Okay, Auntie Maggie said so. That's just a lot of money. And we all like to eat out. And we all like to do, we all like to experience new things, but it just really adds up if that's all that you do. You didn't ask for that, but you got it anyway. Okay, focus. God, this smells so good, you all. This is fresh cilantro. I just think it looks beautiful. Now I'm going to cut. We'll leave the stems. You can absolutely, and I probably will later, cut up the stems, put them in a food processor for, what is it, chimichurri, all that good stuff. Don't waste it. But we're just going to go ahead and chop up these leaves. But what I was thinking when I said Chipotle, isn't Chipotle where they have the cilantro lime rice? Hold the phone. What if, instead of doing another batch, what if we did our cauliflower rice in the cilantro lime? Should we? We are making a cilantro lime chicken that's supposed to be served over white rice. I think I just got an idea. Cat Dog says yes. Okay, let's do it. I love it, y'all. And the spirit just hits me. I'm like, let's do that. So this recipe says that you're supposed to serve it over white rice. I'm having a great day, cat dog. Thank you. However, if you've ever substituted cauliflower rice, let's tell the truth. You know, it gets the job done, but it's very bland, or as they say, neutral, which means it doesn't taste like anything. And my mom used to put cauliflower like in our mashed potatoes. I think when it's like pureed in with other things, it's less bad. But you know, if you're trying to be lower carb and watch some of those calories. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I am going to make this marinade, and we're going to cook our cauliflower rice in it. I have 2 bags while our chicken is marinating. And let's just see if we do a cilantro lime chicken over a cilantro lime rice. And if we don't like the cilantro lime cauliflower rice, we can do a regular. So yes, I'm excited. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, we haven't even made anything yet. So let's just measure 1/4 cup. So if this works, you can just double up your recipe and make, if you have leftover takeout rice, your white rice, then you can kind of doctor it up and make it, you know, almost fresh the next day. All right, so going in, and then we'll do the chili flake and we'll do the cumin. We'll just do everything same. All right. So it was a pinch of chili flake, however much you want. We'll just do a little bit. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. All right. So what I was thinking I would do is I was going to do 2 batches of chicken, but now you all have inspired me. All right, I'm just going to shake. Oh, this cumin is going to give it a nice little earthiness. Okay, so the marinade, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, the juice of 2 limes, 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and then a pinch of red pepper flake. All right. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and salt this. I got some struggle salt. The recipe calls for kosher salt. I don't have any. Okay, hold on. Let me actually get some salt. I don't know if this is going to work. I think I've never worked at Chipotle. Maybe some of y'all have. I'm going to add some salt to this and then we'll taste it. But from what I've seen, I think they cook the rice and then they add the cilantro lime after. So let's see. I have an idea. I have a frozen bag of plain cauliflower rice that will cook in the skillet and then toss in here. Let's taste. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. Get you right here. I think it's perfect. Salty, tangy. So we're going to make some cilantro lime rice. Right now, our chicken is marinating in this same marinade in the fridge for 30 minutes. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and make the rice. So let's clean this up and see if we like our cilantro lime rice. And if not, I have a regular bag too. All right, so come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. And we are making, hold the phone. Before I put the cutting board away, I'm going to go ahead and garnish this last lime. Again, if you're just coming in, we are making cilantro lime chicken over rice. All right, so here is the recipe. That's the end product. That's what we're trying to get. All right, so in the bowl, olive oil, lime juice, cilantro, garlic, red pepper flake, and cumin. So this is what we've just done. Then in the fridge, we have 4 bone-in chicken thighs that are in there for 30 minutes. So we're just fooling around, wasting time. Then that's going to come out. We're going to salt and pepper it, and we're going to put that in the skillet. We're going to brown those chicken thighs. 10 minutes in the skillet, and then 10 minutes in the oven to finish it. And then you serve it over white rice. But while I'm over here, I'm thinking, instead of just plain white rice, what if we made a cilantro lime rice to match the cilantro lime chicken? Okay, focus. I'm going to cut up this last lime just for the garnish. See if we can get a beautiful skillet picture for you all. This is what it's supposed to look like. So I just want to make some half moons of the lime. while we got the cutting board out, and then we'll move to the cooktop. All right. But again, if you like plain white rice, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to have a little extra flavor, you know, if you want that flavor in your ear, this could be an option. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna cut this into little. Y'all, I'm over here trying to be as meticulous as possible. Into nice little slivers. Let's see if I can get 2 more. Just kind of careful with this lime. All right, and then 1 more, and then we'll just cut those in half and save those as a garnish. Thank you all so much for being here. We're at 16,000 likes. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making a struggle cilantro lime chicken over cilantro lime cauliflower rice. Now, if you can have regular rice, have some for me. I'm just cutting these in half for the garnish. But if you need to watch those calories or you want to be a little bit low carb, this is an option for you. All right. So these will go on our garnish. And again, save the ingredients that go inside. Save the ingredients that go inside. That's going to go on top. Hey, Priscilla, thank you so much for being here. All right, so we have some cilantro and we have some lime that hopefully will make it look really pretty at the end. Okay, so let's see if we can make a struggle cilantro lime cauliflower rice. So if you have regular rice, you could just reheat it in the skillet. I'm going to try and do a skillet cilantro rice, and I'll show you all some variations that I ordered so you all can see, you know, other things that you may like. The key with cauliflower rice, like I said, the flavor is very neutral, or I would say bland, so you have to doctor it up. You really have to get in there and make sure your vegetables taste good or you won't eat them. All right, usually when people say I don't like that, it's because they don't like the taste. Now, if you're one of those people, I am not, clearly, but if you're one of those people that just eats for like nourishment and you don't really need to enjoy your food, none of this applies. All right, but if you like to enjoy your food, let's see if we can make a cauliflower rice that we actually like. Bobo says it sounds good. Hello, Bowling Green, Kentucky. I think I've been to Kentucky once. Beautiful rolling green hills in Bowling Green. It was like Cincinnati, Kentucky, that part of the world. I'm in Atlanta, y'all, so anything past Virginia, I don't really know. But welcome. Come on in. Let's see, we're at 19,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20,000. Come on in, everybody, and tap that screen if you like these type of experiments on the fly. Okay, so we have our cooktop, and I'll just move this over. All right, let me get a skillet for the rice, and I'll show you all the 3 different versions of cauliflower rice that I bought, and give you some options. Man, that chili flake, okay, I'm no wimp, but I tasted that marinade, and it's got a little heat on the back. It's not bad, but okay. Oh. All right, let me get a skillet for the rice, y'all. Okay. So cauliflower was everywhere. It had its viral moment. What was that, like 2 years ago? Just like cottage cheese had its viral moment. What other ingredients had its viral moment like everybody was using? Didn't Greek yogurt have a viral moment? Y'all know what I mean? Where everywhere you look, somebody's making real different creations of it. Thank you so much, y'all. We made it to 20,000 likes. Okay, let me get my bags so you all can see. Okay, 7 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on. 7 minutes on the marinade. So we're going to try and do this quickly. All right. Now, here's the thing. Cauliflower rice. This is literally just the head of the cauliflower. Oh, Priscilla loves the dress. Thank you. Y'all know I just came back from Ghana. If you like my travel content, I did a lot of shopping. But thank you, sweetheart. So this is just cauliflower that literally they just grate. Rice cauliflower. This is the Walmart one. It's very neutral. This whole bag, 1 cup is 20 calories. I don't know how many cups are in the bag, maybe 2. So you can eat this whole thing. and I probably will, or we'll prep it, okay? So we have this one, the plain riced cauliflower. This is option level 1. This is for our beginners. If you like a little flavor in your ear, the one I was gonna go with today, this one is from Aldi. This one says riced cauliflower, garlic, and herb. So they added a little something something to the cauliflower, so it's got more flavor than just nothing, right? So you can see the little granules, they're gonna have a little bit more of a bite to me than rice. When you bite it, it kind of bites back. But I think if you sauce it well or season it well, it does the job and it keeps you full because it's all veggies, all right? So you can get them with flavor too. You don't have to get plain. So this one is garlic and herb. Then if you really want to do your thing, so that's the medium. So for our advanced cookers, Green Giant makes this one the rice veggies. This one has some peas in it and some riced carrots. So this is giving kind of like a rice pilaf kind of vibe. But these are usually steam bags in the microwave. So just wanted to show you all some options. Since we have this marinade, I think what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and turn this on a medium. And let's see what are the instructions. Stovetop says, empty the contents into a saucepan and add water, cover and cook. I don't think I'm going to do that because it's frozen. So I don't want to add water to it. The reason I want to skillet cook it is I want to get the water out. I want to try and get it as ricey as possible. Is that even a word? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the whole block in here and just cook out the ice, and then I'll stir in the marinade. I'm making this up. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. Let's see how we like it. Come on in, everybody. We're at 24,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 25,000. So this is just plain cauliflower rice. Nothing going on. No seasoning, nothing. All right. So let's get a wooden spoon. And I'm going to try and make a struggle cilantro lime rice like you would get at Chipotle. So I'm just breaking down the icebergs. And we're just going to let this cook. I put it in a dry skillet. Maybe that was a good thing or not. And then we're going to put the oil in and just see how it goes. Okay, y'all. We got 4 minutes. I really want to get started on that chicken. We may have to come to a stopping point. All right. Hold the phone because I really want to get the chicken in the oven. We're going to do this rice, but what I'm going to do, I don't want to lose time on the chicken. So I'm just going to break out the ice out of here. Okay. We'll just cook out the ice. And then I'm going to turn the oven on to 425 while we brown the chicken thighs. All right. But I want that cast iron to heat up with the olive oil. All right. So we have our rice. Now, this is going to be cauliflower rice for me. It could be white rice for you or brown rice if you eat that. All right. So it's still frozen. We're going to come back to this. Let's get our chicken because we got just a couple minutes on the marinade. All right. Focus, Maggie. So we have a cast iron skillet. I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to turn it up to medium high. And I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons of oil into the skillet so it can be hot. That way, by the time the chicken comes out of the fridge, we can go ahead and get it to brown. All right. So pick whichever olive oil that you like. I usually go with whichever one expires the longest. It's a word today. Olive oil. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Oh, these expire at the same time. Okay. So come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We're at 27,000 likes. Thank you all so much. We are making a cilantro lime chicken. and it's supposed to be served over white rice, but I want to try and make a cilantro lime rice. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil into this skillet, and we're just going to let it heat up. That's why I kind of stopped what I was doing. And in 1.5 minutes, we're going to get our chicken out. So let me show you all, those of you all who just came in, what we're making. I'll just let it repeat. Now here's the thing, we are going to take the chicken out from the fridge and we're going to put it directly in here. So we're going to brown the chicken skin side down for a few minutes. Oh, it's already starting to smoke. And then we're going to turn it over. And then this skillet is going to go in the oven. So as soon as the timer goes off, we need to put our oven at 425, all right? Yes, I'm using olive oil. It could be avocado oil, any high heat oil. Y'all see the smoke? That's probably my coconut oil that I greased it with, but I wanted to make sure the pan was nice and hot. Now, usually when you're gonna cook meat, you don't wanna go from the cold fridge to the hot pan. Your meat will seize up and it can become tough. Ideally, you would let it rest a little bit and kind of come to not all the way room temperature, but a little bit. Oh my gosh, please do not set off the fire. Let me turn on my struggle air conditioning. It's already begun, y'all. Let me turn this down. Okay. So 20 more seconds. I'm turning on my struggle air conditioning. If you've been with me before, we have set off the fire alarm. I'm not trying to do that, y'all. Maybe I should open up the back door. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Just to get some fresh air going. All right, so our marinade is done. I'm gonna turn off the timer and turn the oven on 425. Make sure it's empty. It is. And we're going to go bake 425. Okay. So our pan is smoking hot. That's a joke. Our pan is smoking hot. It's sexy. All right. So this is the chicken. I'm just going to do one more little twirl with some tongs. And then we're going to go skin side in the pan and just let it sear. Okay. So this is the exact same marinade, except for we didn't salt it. And these are 4 bone-in chicken thighs. So I'm just going to do a little twirl. Make sure you get all nice and greased up. Let's see if we can get all 4 in there. It actually smells kind of good. Skin sides going down. Got me. And the last one, get all those juices. Skin sides going down. Okay, now, let me go ahead and clean my hands. So let's see, I think it's just like 6 or 7 minutes on each side, and then the whole pan is gonna go in the oven. All right. Woo! My poor iPad is struggling. Okay, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on, or is it 4 minutes? I don't know. All right, 6 minutes, and then we're gonna cook for 2 minutes. Now, let's see, hopefully I'll get a nice little sear. I'm worried I see some liquid in there. But maybe we can get a nice little brown. That's my hope. And then once this goes in the oven, yes, I got that live skillet pan. You all probably have it too. Once it gets in the oven, then we'll go back to our cauliflower rice experiment. So again, come on in everybody. We're just letting this sear, which means you don't want to touch it. Hopefully, with the oil and the heat, we're going to get a nice little brown on this chicken while I'm looking outside, making sure nothing comes in uninvited. Oh my goodness, thank you all so much for being here. We're at 32,000 likes. Hopefully you can hear me over the skillet. Today we are making a cilantro lime chicken. So if you're just hopping in, what we've done so far, it might be hard to hear me. You have 600 pounds of cast iron? Oh my goodness. All right. So this is the step that we're on, and we put this chicken in the skillet. So we're going to do about 6 minutes. I'm going to look for brown, then we're going to turn it over, and then it's going to go in the oven. All right. So originally you served this over rice, but I'm going to see if we can do a cilantro lime rice. So if you're just coming in, welcome. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We're at 33,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get to 35,000. We are searing some bone-in chicken thighs, skin side down. These were marinating for 30 minutes in the fridge in a marinade that is olive oil, lime juice, fresh garlic, cumin, red pepper flakes, and I think, oh, I didn't salt it. I missed a step. Y'all saw it in the video. I'm just going to salt it now, salt and pepper, and then I'll turn it over. I was supposed to salt it in the bowl before I put it in the skillet. That's my bad. All right. So, I'm always messing up. But y'all keep coming back, so I don't know what to tell you. I try. All right, I'm starting to see some browning in the pan. But we do have that nice marinade. So we're going to do both sides. Hopefully you all can see it. The seasoning's going to be okay. Thank you for saying that. I'm always messing up. But yeah, the step that I missed, once you take the chicken out of the marinade, out of the fridge, you're supposed to salt and pepper it. Y'all ever see these reels and then you're like, why doesn't mine come out that way? All right, so what you're supposed to do, this is the goal. And then I think after this, we're going to turn it because I'm seeing some browning in the pan. It's going to be good. Olive oil, lime juice, garlic, cilantro, cumin, red pepper flakes. Mix it all up. Put your chicken thighs in. Put this in the fridge 30 minutes. Heat up the pan. This step right here. Salt and pepper it. And then move it to the pan. All right, so let's go ahead and get these turned over. Then it's going to go in the oven for 10 minutes while we're working on our struggle cilantro lime rice. Serve it over rice with the dripping. Extra cilantro, extra lime. Okay? Or as the kids say, extra everything. Okay, oven is at 200, so we're about halfway there. Let's turn on the light. All right. Now, my mom taught me to cook with your senses. Don't just set it and forget it. So it said cook for like 6 minutes, but I'm starting to see some brown in the pan, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. Watch your food, check the color, listen for it, smell it, taste it as long as it's not raw, okay? So we're going to go in for the first one. Fingers crossed, we have a nice color. That's more than a color. Hold on, let me get a towel. Focus. This cooktop gets really hot. Oh, I lost some chicken skin. Okay, so let's salt and pepper. We got a few that are very colorful. We're gonna salt and pepper, and then it's gonna go in the oven. Let me see. All right. These are the two that we'll take a picture of. Okay, so let's do some more salt. Season up high like the professionals do. Make us look like we know what we're doing. Now we already have red pepper flake in the marinade, so we're going to put some black pepper on here. Okay. And as soon as the oven is ready, these are going to go in. Then we'll bring our cauliflower rice back over. All right. So in the pan is 4 bone-in chicken thighs in the marinade. And we have some olive oil in there. And we're going to put it in the oven. Come on in, everybody. Looks delicious. I hope so. You know, it's always a struggle for me, but somehow it comes together. All right. I think I'm good. I'm going to go close the back door. We are at 38,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 40,000. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Let me bring this down so y'all can see. And we are making cilantro lime chicken. And we're going to try and serve it over cilantro lime cauliflower rice. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for the oven to get to 425, and then I made an extra batch of marinade. I'm going to try and make a cauliflower, cilantro lime cauliflower rice so we have flavor all the way in. If you season every step of the way, then when it gets together, it's like kung pao. Now, I know it's been more than 2 minutes, so I'm just going to turn this down a little bit so it's not too brown. I don't mind the color. I actually think this one looks really good. You all can tell me what you think. And then we're going to put it in the oven for 10 minutes and get our rice together. Hello, Crystal. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, we're at 39,000 likes. I think we're going to make it, everybody. So this could be a really easy weeknight meal. This could be a really good meal prep meal, too. If you want to avoid, like, if you don't necessarily need the browning, you could put it all on a sheet pan and do, like, a whole batch of chicken thighs in the oven, and I think they'll still be good, but we're going to do it this way. We are making cilantro lime chicken. So 360 degrees on the oven. It's supposed to be at 425. I probably should have preheated it earlier. But we're at 40,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Make sure you are subscribed to Fttv, the home of the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. And usually I'm cooking with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So if you need to make some healthier options, that's why I'm going to serve mine on cauliflower rice. But if I was serving the boys or Mr. President making man food, I would absolutely serve it on rice, maybe put some corn and all kind of other starches on the side. All right. Almost there, everybody. Yum. It smells good. It looks good. Now we know the chicken isn't done all the way yet. We just wanted to get that nice sear on there for color and for flavor. But I was worried about that liquid. It actually looks like it's reduced kind of nicely. I'm just going to turn this down. Hello, Melissa is here. Thank you all so much for being here. This recipe, along with all of my recipes, along with all of everybody else's recipes on foodtalktv.com. There's live cooking content every day of the week except for Sundays. It's reserved for like special guests and interviews. So I'm really appreciating these 2 ingredient meals. I love to cook, but sometimes I get in here and do too much and then I'm going to eat too much. So I like the protein and the veggies and just be done with it. And then you can doctor it up. But if you have leftover white rice, you could serve this over rice. So all you have to do is actually cook the chicken. So if you like a one-pot meal, this is your solution. All right, we're almost there. 413. So we need our oven at 425, and then this goes in for 10 minutes. Oh, my poor air. Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes until it's cooked through. All right. So this is the plan. So we marinated our chicken. It went in the fridge for 30 minutes. Salt and pepper it. Then we're going to put it in the skillet. Make sure you're using a skillet that can go in the oven like the cast iron or using the log. Now we're going to go in. All right. And I'm going to put it on the bottom. So we're going to put this in the oven. All right. And I'll do a timer of 10 minutes. And we're going to bring our cauliflower rice back. Whew, this is a lot. Okay, so as you saw in the video, the recipe is over plain white rice. So if you have leftover takeout rice, this could be a great way to use that up until you use me up. But I was thinking, you know, why go to Chipotle when you can have Maggie Lole So this is regular cauliflower rice, which is literally just a vegetable minced up. It doesn't have any flavor at all. And we made some extra marinade. So now that we broke up the ice cubes, I'm just going to kind of bring it to temperature. And then I'm thinking, see if we cook some of this water out of it. Oh, hold up, I unplugged it. Y'all, why? Why y'all keep coming back here? So we can have flavor in our chicken and flavor in our rice. That sounds like a good idea. All right. So cauliflower rice, again, it's very neutral. A lot of people love it. If it's hard for you to just have the cauliflower rice, you could do half and half. I've seen some dietitians do that so you don't have all the calories and all the starch. Also, if you're doing mashed potato, my mom used to puree this and add it to our mashed potatoes when we were kids. So if you have picky eaters, this could be a great way for them to get extra vegetables if they think they don't like vegetables. Nobody needs to know. All right, so I just want to brown this a little bit. And again, I'm sure it tastes like nothing, but I'll just confirm. Tastes like nothing. So let's get our marinade. Let me get a spatula because I want to get all of this in there. So this is the same marinade. Oh, that one's in the sink. I was going to say this is the same marinade we marinated the chicken in. Not exactly. The chicken marinade bowl is in the sink. I did a separate one without chicken juices, and I'm just going to put the whole thing in here and see if we can make our own cilantro, lime, chimichurri chicken. Rice. Y'all know what I'm saying. Towards the end, oh my gosh, y'all, that smells delicious. All right, I'm just gonna kind of toss it around, see if we can get that liquid out of there. Look at me. When that garlic hit the pan, I'm not saying it's Chipotle, but it's definitely coming alive. This was olive oil. I did salt it. Let me pepper it a little bit. Y'all, we may have something. It does have a little red pepper flake. Thank you all so much for sharing. Thank you for the love, Mrs. Fatima. Thank you all so much. We're just struggle cooking over here, making up stuff. So I'm gonna do 2 plating options for you all. Once the chicken comes out, I'm gonna show you what it's supposed to look like. We'll try and recreate that while this is cooking down. Oh, my iPad. So I'm gonna do this in the cast iron skillet. I cut up some lime half moons and I have some extra cilantro. So we'll see if we can get this picture. If you're doing kind of like serve yourself style, I think this would be beautiful on the table. Everybody can help themselves. Thank you so much. You love cauliflower rice? But if you saw the video, again, for those of y'all that are just coming in, you can serve it over rice with extra lime, extra cilantro, and the drippings. That's what got me. Is there something wrong with me? It said serve it with the drippings. I was like, well, don't threaten me with a good time. All right, let's give this rice a taste. I think it already just looks more interesting than regular cauliflower rice. And we'll give this a taste. It's just kind of wet because, you know, cauliflower is a vegetable, but I think you guys might eat that. Let's get a new tasting spoon. All right, our chicken is snack crackle popping. We got 5 more minutes on chicken. Let's taste our cauliflower rice. Oh my gosh. What I would not give for some black beans right now. It's so good. I'm gonna salt it just a little bit more. The lime and the fresh cilantro. If you like flavors that really like get you, that is so good. I'm gonna be very honest with you all. You know when you eat rice, rice has that texture that kind of It doesn't melt down, but it kind of gives when you bite down on it, like a paste. Cauliflower rice, you bite it and it bites back, so it's got a little bit more bounce to it. I don't know, maybe there's a way to soften it, but if you need to make a substitute, I'm going to turn this down. Ooh, it's starting to brown a little bit. You can make your cauliflower rice a lot more interesting. You know, this would even be nice. We could take the chicken out and put it directly over the rice. That would be nice too. Okay, focus, Maggie. So our chicken is in the oven. I'm going to start clearing everything up. We're going to do one plate over the rice with the drippings and the chicken, and then we're going to do another plate that is just the skillet. All right, I'm getting excited. Got an extra lime. It always comes together. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know why you all tune in here. We're at 45,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can close this one out at 50,000. If you like this struggle recipe, go ahead and tap that screen. I'm going to turn this down just so it can keep warm. But that was an easy, I'm just going to be greedy and add the rest of the olive oil. That was an easy thing to do. All we did is double up the marinade. So the same marinade that we marinated the chicken in. So we made a second batch of marinade, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, the juice of 2 limes, a half teaspoon of cumin. Gives it a nice little earthiness because the citrus and the lime, the lime and the cilantro is so bright. I love it, but it's a nice balance. I added a little bit of salt, some pepper, and it's got some red pepper flake. Optional if you don't like the heat, but I'm not going to say it's cilantro. I'm not going to say it's chipotle, but it's Maggie Lole. It sure is. It sure is. All right, let's just keep this moving. Oh my gosh, oh, this smells so good. Okay, we need a plate, and we have our limes, and we have our cilantro, and we need a plate for the presentation. All right, 2 more minutes on the chicken, and then we'll temperature check it. It says like 10 to 12 minutes just to make sure the chicken is done, and then we're gonna take it out. All right, I'm excited, y'all. So anyway, this has been another one, another struggle recipe. I did say I was gonna meal prep. So we'll plate one, and then this is a recipe that I think would pack well, and I think would reheat really well too. See, but you all love cauliflower rice? Oh, you all watch because you love me. I love you back. Thank you. You know, we're all at different levels of cooking. I always tell you all, I'm just a mom on the internet. I have no idea. Oh, we have some extra lime. Because I think you're supposed to squeeze this on top. But yeah, we just figure it out together, right? I don't know everything, and neither do y'all. But we figure it out together. And when these recipes come up in your feed, I'll give it a try for you. All right, I just cooked out the liquid. You all remember this was frozen cauliflower rice. And so I just wanted to get some of that liquid out. So I think we're good. All right, 45 seconds. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. So again, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm old, so I'm gonna call it Twitter, but y'all know it's X. What else is out there? I don't know. They keep making platforms, and I'm done. That's my silent protest. You get what you get, okay? And you don't pitch a fit. We're at 46,000 likes. Thank you all so much. Again, this recipe, this struggle recipe, and all of my recipes and all the other recipes are on foodtalktv.com. Make sure you are subscribed. There's live cooking content every day of the week. I'm with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. All right? Okay, focus. So I've turned this off, but I'm just gonna, let's temperature check the chicken. Okay, focus, Maggie. I got a lot going on. This is when I get stressed out. Okay. Let me turn off the timer. It's singing at me. Okay, let's get our temperature checker, meat thermometer. Let's make sure it's on Fahrenheit. made that mistake before. It's stressing me out. All right. I can already hear it popping in there, and I haven't even opened the oven yet. All right. We're going to give this a temperature check. All right. Oh, thank you. You like the smile? Oh, thank you so much. Just good DNA. And my mom made us brush with baking soda. All right, get in there. We need 165. No, please. What? 160? Okay. Let me just do one more. 171. Okay. We're going to say yes. I'm going to keep it in the skillet. Let me close this. Okay. All right. Now, keep the towel on that so we don't touch it. I'm going to try and make this. So let's do some lime pieces and some cilantro. See if I can get a picture of that. I'm going to use the chopped up cilantro first. All right, make sure y'all can see. All right, I'll put some cilantro in here. And then I did cut up these half moons of lime. Y'all look at me. Look at our struggle cooking. Look at this coming together like we know what we're doing. We do not. But look at this. Look at y'all can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Look at my chicken. Now it could be a little bit more brown, but look over here. All right, look at these pieces. All right, so we got our limes in there. And then we're gonna do some cilantro leaves. Y'all, I am so proud of us. Look at what we did. Again, we didn't think we could do it, or I didn't think we could do it. All right. So I just wish I had gotten a little bit of browning. We're gonna put one big cilantro leaf right there so you can't really see too well. We're gonna camouflage the bald spots. Okay, so this was the goal. This is what we got, all right? Not bad. You like my dress? Oh, thank you all so much. It's from Ghana. That's where I was born, and I just came back. So if you like my content, just find Maggie, the substitute teacher, on your favorite platforms, and you'll see all of my travel content, including getting this dress. All right. The screen is so greased up, but let's see. Let me take a picture from this side so you can see that nice brown. Oh, yeah. Let's do one with the flash. Okay, let's do a quick video. Did I turn off the oven? I did not. Okay, focus, Maggie. All right, I'm gonna take the towel off just for the video. All right, remember this is hot, don't touch it. All right, everybody, so we made the delish cilantro lime chicken. We have 4 bone-in chicken thighs marinated in olive oil, garlic. We have lime juice. We have fresh cilantro, red pepper flake, and salt. And that is cooked in the skillet. And then in the oven, we're gonna serve it over the cauliflower rice. Enjoy. Okay, so mine could look a little bit browner, but I think we got it. So now let's plate. So it says, the recipe says, serve it over rice with drizzled with the pan drippings. That's what I'm so excited about. I don't know why, but this is what we're getting ready to do. I'm going to show you all this for the last time. All right, so this was the marinade, and we did our rice in this marinade too. We're at 47,000 likes, y'all. Let's see if we can get to 50,000. So we've cooked our chicken, 6 minutes on the stove, 10 minutes in the oven, temperature check, make sure it's done. And then you're going to serve this over white rice, and then the drippings, more cilantro, and a squeeze of lime. All right, so let's see if we can do that. Put that over the handle, safety first. Okay, so I have a small black salad plate. I like to eat on salad plates because it's less portion, but it makes you feel like you're getting more. So instead of the white rice, we did the same marinade on the cauliflower rice. So I'm just going to make a nice little mountain here. I should be measuring it. All right, for my meal prep. Okay. And then I'm going to get the chicken thigh. Y'all know when you, I want that one. Give me that burnt hot dog. Thank you so much for the hearts. We're going to go in with this one. Let me get, oh, I'll just get a fork and get it out. All right. So you want this beautiful chicken thigh. So we're going to put that on top. Hold up. We almost had an accident. See, I get excited. Then, so this is what we have so far. I think it looks good. Y'all, isn't that pretty? Let's do the drippings. Hold on. We got to have the drippings per the recipe. So we're just going to tilt this. Let me see if I can tilt it. Let me see. I might just have to scrape some of this up. So, so satisfying. I don't know why I'm so happy. Give me all the gibbly burnt bits. I'm just tilting it towards me. There we go. All right. So, and then I'm going to put some on the chicken. That's that good flavor, that olive oil, and all that goodness. Okay. Yummy. And then a little bit more cilantro. And then a squeeze of the fresh lime. Scraping up the cutting board. Some more cilantro. Looks good. Looks delicious. And then a squeeze of lime. All right, let me take a quick picture, then I'm gonna take a bite. But this is your cilantro lime chicken. Winner, winner, chicken thigh dinner. Okay, keep that towel on there, and then I'll pack one. I told you I was doing meal prep. I'll prep one for you. Let me take a quick picture of this while it's all nice and juicy and greased up. All right, keep these pans here. Okay. Y'all, that looks, oh my gosh. That looks so good. I think y'all would eat that. I think y'all would eat that. Even though it's cauliflower rice. All right. All right, so here's our final plating of the delish cilantro lime chicken over cilantro lime cauliflower rice. And we're going to meal prep. So this is olive oil, garlic, cilantro, lime juice, salt, red pepper flake, and cumin. Enjoy. Okay. Now, focus, Maggie. I'm going to take a bite, but because I said I was going to do a meal prep for you all, imagine you had enough of these. Like, let's say you did a sheet pan. So, yeah, I'll just do the whole tray in the bottom. This could be whatever takeout rice you have left over. You could do the same thing. You could make that marinade, and with regular rice, you could just put it in the skillet, warm it up a little bit. Let me leave this here so y'all can see. Warm it up a little bit. And then add that lime juice, olive oil, cilantro, everything. All right, we're gonna go in with the other big piece of chicken. Oh yeah. I'm packing lunch for you. Oh yeah. You'd like to open that up and have that. Let's get our drippings. That'll microwave up really nicely. I'll even put a little lime in there. Oh my gosh, this cast iron is heavy. All right. And I'll just put a little lime on the side. A little garnish. Ooh, still hot. And I'm going to scrape up the last of the cilantro. You know, I'm always cooking. When I cook for Mr. President, I always make one for here and one to go. All right. So you have dinner for today and dinner for tomorrow. Take a big bite. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. And then I'm going to let you all go. Nana and Papa are actually coming back today, so I got to go pick them up at the airport. They're going to be back and forth for a while. I want to get a good piece of the. Oh my God. I had a moment. If you know me, you know I'm team texture. Ah, ah, okay. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. I should not be this excited about food. That's the problem. Oh, okay. Let's get, y'all, it's like charred and crispy. And, oh yeah, you want some. You know you want some. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm happy. It is so good. It is so good, y'all. It is so, so good. Oh my gosh. All right. Delicious meal prep. I don't even know what to say. I'm just happy right now. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll be back with you all. Yes, I'll be back next week. What are we cooking? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Again, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we made a cilantro lime rice and cilantro lime chicken. All right, yeah, see me at the Dollar Tree. You probably will. All right, everybody, thank you for all the likes. We're at 54,000. Let's see if we can get to 55,000. Please tap the screen on your way out. That is, we're at 54. Let's see if we can do it. 54.4, 54.5. Thank you all so much. See you all next week. Tap that screen, and you can share this recipe out. This is a great one pot wonder. 54.6. You can do it. Come on. I know you can. Thank you all so much for all of the support. Thank you so much. We're at 54.7, almost there. 54.7. Let's see if we can get to, we're at 54.8. Thank you all for tapping the screen. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We made it 55,000. Okay, everybody. Bye. And I'll see you all on the next one. All right. Let me come over here and see what you all say. Because then I'm going to put this I'm going to actually put all of it in the oven since it's still warm. I wish I could eat, but I got to go get Mom and Dad. Oh, sorry, y'all. Here I come. Let me just cover this with foil, then I'm going to look at your comments. I wish I could sit down and eat. No rest for the weary, but I'll pack up the rest. But it's good. It's like crispy and juicy and citrusy and savory all at the same time. And I think it's a really nice presentation. If you're having company, this is a nice little dish you can put on the, the table. All right, I gotta take this apron off, y'all. It's killing me. 1 second. Here I come. Just let it hold and keep warm like your grandma used to do. Keep that plate warm in the oven. Okay, everybody. Let's see what you all are saying. Y'all are active today. All right. Let's see. Hello, Jessica's here. Thank you so much. Bria is here. Happy Friday. Good evening, Jurgen. Oh, wonderful. Team Savory, yes, tonight is your night. If you like a little citrus, I didn't squeeze the lime on there. So good. We got Roundtree in the house. He says, look who it is. You do a great thing, Margaret. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Roundtree. We went to high school together. The original drummer man. Thank you so much for watching. Randy, Jurgen is here. Oh, you have a cilantro lime seasoning. Yeah, I think I have one too. If you have a cilantro lime seasoning, that's probably a good second option if you don't have actual lime and actual cilantro. I placed an order to cook fresh for you all, but I think it's great. You could definitely, do it up. You want to try it? Hello, Gilchrist is here. Yes, thank you all so much. That's on TikTok. That's how you like something. You tap the screen. Killer says, man, so good to see Maggie live. Your notifications are out of whack. I'm still with you all, so I'm back. I'm still with you all Fridays at 5 Eastern for cooking. And then I just did the Kevin Samuel stream last night, so I'm still clipping that up. But yeah, once a week live for cooking, once a month live for a relationship, but I post something all the time. So I know sometimes all that algorithm. Oh, let's see. Might be the way they did it. Oh, they salt the meat after cooking. Hello, Alicia's here. Gillis is here. Oh my goodness, I'm just scrolling to see if I missed any comments or questions. Oh yeah, you can change your screen name. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Winter chicken thigh dinner. Yeah, it is good. I have had burnt ends and they changed my life. I went to Kansas City for a conference and I'm not a huge barbecue person, but I got the burnt ends. OMG. I did not know. And I literally had it flown here to Atlanta. It was so good. Gilchrist looks good, but you don't eat chicken. We said earlier you could do that same cilantro lime marinade on shrimp. I think it would be really good on seafood, on fish, shrimp, or someone said you could even do a cilantro lime steak if you don't mind your steak having a little brightness. The drippings are the best part. You would eat the cauliflower rice. Jurgen is here. I know our meatitarian is here. Get to tell. I haven't done it in a while, yeah, but it was good. It was good. You like my excitement? I know I'm too excited. Hello, Bert. Good to see you. Oh my God, looks amazing. Thank you, everybody. It's meat candy. All right, everybody. I'm gonna run to the airport. Pick up Nana and Papa. They've had a great 6 weeks, so they're going to be home for a while and then back and forth. And so my brother and I are navigating all of that, but they are living their best life. I just want to be careful because it's cold here and it was warm there. So thank you all, as always, for being here. You all know where to find me, and I'll be back next Friday. You can turn on your notifications or, find me where you find me. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much. Love you, and I'll see you all on the next one.